Welcome and hello, my Aquarius friends. This reading is for the week of April 22nd through April 29th, 2019. This is for wherever Aquarius falls in your chart. Apply accordingly or not at all. This is especially for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is not a tarot reading. It's Cartomancy to spark intuitive messages. Spirit messages may not align with the cards drawn, and being a general reading, not all messages will apply to all. And me being the queen of Clovers, here I am. My readings tend to be less romantic, more life and craft and action oriented. Unless I use my red deck. I am not using that today. I'm using my trusty blue deck to get things done. My air signs, my water bears. They're so heady. Whenever I do an air sign for Aquarius reading, which I do a lot of because I was dating an air sign for a little bit. Oof! It's like taking a big puff from a cigarette. It's just so heady, so airy, so windy. My aquas, they feel so deeply, but they just don't tell anybody about it. I just need you to blink twice if you're going to say yes. No or maybe or whatever. It's really just awful for me. They're so unconventional. Tell me how you feel. You happy? Blink once for yes. Blink twice for no. That's my aquas. I love them. They just want to talk about shit. Keep talking. Keep talking about what you love. Because it's great. How was your Easter, Aquarius? Because this is what this reading is for. This is coming out of the Easter weekend. This is going into the work week. This is the advice and like the messages to get you there. And then underneath here is going to be the weekend. What to look for in the weekend. You need to like appreciate. I'm a big weekender. I'm a worker and a weekender. I love the weekends. That's not your card. That's what Spirit just said. So, Aquas and water bearers. Floating away on a cloud. Okay, what do you have for Easter? How was your Easter? Ooh, 9 of diamonds, 2 of clovers, and a 5 of diamonds. Oh, you didn't finish something this weekend you wanted to finish. You're really close, Aquarius. Did you go to Easter celebrations? No, but you might have had a peep with a friend. That's kind of all that tells me about your Easter weekend. You were kind of fighting something out with money. Your Easter was really a little low. And if you even went out to your family gathering, air, stop throwing around the cards. Spirit is getting tired. And they're just telling me, no, don't take a break yet. Not yet, not yet. Ooh, whatever you, this is you standing in your power, by the way. Whatever you did this weekend, it was just on point, and you just got into you. So it was worth it. It felt like a victory. It felt like whatever you chose to do for Easter was what you needed to do for Easter weekend. It could have been Christmas weekend, and you would have worked on this, whatever you're working on. You would have fought the good fight. A lot of my spirit guides are spiritual warriors, other than my Ascendant Master, who is a motherly woman. Yes, Mother Mary. But everybody else is a spiritual warrior, so sometimes my readings can be a little manly and a little fighting it out, especially since a lot of them, this deck tends to be about work and what's going on with your life. A lot of friends asked for that reading when they realized I had spiritual messages because YouTube is just full of lovey-dovey stuff. They want more pentacled, more earthy things. A lot of earth friends. Air. Where are you going this week? Well, you're going to go for a little stability. You're pooped. Whatever you did, you're satisfied with it, but you're pooped. I got 2 4s here. 4 of spades can even be sex, but sometimes it's passionate conversation with your lover, especially since there's a lot of air here. Passionate conversation with your lover in bed with those double 4s. You need a break. Because you're satisfied with everything that happened. Even though these are black cards, sometimes in Cartomancy people think they're negative cards. But because it just embodies the air energy, there's a lot of air in this reading. And that means, Aquarius, you are feeling that moon That full moon in Libra brought you the air you needed, the air energy you needed to really just get something done, something that you need to get done to move on with the rest of your life and feel more like yourself. It's like unpacking that last box when you're moving. All right, so this week you're going to get a bit of a conversation. Jacks in my deck are pages. This is a little message about money. It's probably a message telling you whatever you did last weekend, it did pay off. You did win that. And you're excited about it. You're all steamed up about it. You're fired up about it. You're blazing about it. And you want your queen of air. And you're looking for your queen, your soulful partner. She's out there. She's out there for you. Because this is a true pair. You want your true pair. And whatever you are working on, you can't have until you have your true pair. You can't have your true pair until you finish this. And for some reason I see somebody working on a car. Working on a car, buying a car, paying off a car. Driving somewhere to see your queen of air. Oh wow, this week that's how you want to end this week. That's your goal of the week, is to get some shit done so you can see your queen. Be with your queen. Oh, that's beautiful. All right, so you're really thinking about this. Okay, thinking about an air sign stuck in their head is just like a merry-go-round that never stops. And this is all internal battles. This is you worrying about your money, who you're paying. Threes in my group don't tend to be cheating. They tend to be teams, groups, companies. You're definitely paying people out money. You're really deciding who to pay it, how to manage this this success. It's not a major success. It's like the first paycheck you're able to pay your bills with without coming up empty. It's going to happen. You're going to be able to do that this week. You have a lot of pentacle trouble that you're using a lot of your intellect and a lot of your strength to get to. And that's going to work for you. Keep that up. That is where you want to go. Always stand in your own power. There's not a lot of love in this deck, in this spread. There is like no love in the spread, actually. Even though you want to see your queen, this is your queen. This is your alternate. When you stand in your power, this is a softer version of you that you need right now. And but it's not a loving thing. It might be a fire sign. You might be spending the weekend with a fire sign. And it's going to be lovely. I have this fire sign, Queen of Clovers, Fire, Leo, Sag. This is the 8 of Hearts, which is just harmony in love. These are the love cards. You have that new beginning in finance. Still, just really firing you up. Really firing you up. There is where there's not air and there is fire here. So you're, this might be somebody who has a fire rising sign for sure. And the love is going to come in. You have to have a conversation with your lover. It's going to come out good. It's not going to be a love fight, but you need to have a conversation with your lover. And I did say you need to tell them you love them. You need to tell them that this is your queen. You need to tell her that. You need to tell your other half that they're your other half. Somebody. And I have this 9 of air. You're going to really feel near completion. This is going to bring you unbelievable growth when you actually, this may not even be tell her, because I know Aquariuses don't need to tell the, Aquariuses don't like to say they love somebody, but what they do love is, they do love people. They just don't like to say it. And you're going to need to find some growth in this communication and your power to be able to work with this sign, to work with this weekend energy. I mean, I think you're going to get laid. This is going to end in just the most amazing. It's an expression of love. It's not, it doesn't have to be I love you, but it's an expression of emotion. This could even be a child. This doesn't necessarily have to be sex. It could be a child that you love, that needs to know that you love them. Somebody just needs to know that you care, and you're going to let them know. Capricorns had to call their mama. This ain't your mama. I think it's your other half. So, Aquas, thank you very much. This is actually not a tough reading. You guys have tough readings. I know you guys are mixed up a little here and there, but I see you standing in a lot of air energy here, getting shit done. All work and no play until you get stuff done. And you are getting stuff done this week so you can play. You really want this. And whatever it is, maybe you have a son visiting or a daughter visiting. But it's definitely like a son or a daughter, or it could be a lover, but it's somebody who's just really needs a little love, attention, a little attention. All right, and thank you, and like, share, subscribe. I am the Queen of Clovers, Brigid, and I will see you next week, Aquas.